Hey guys, you ready for this? It's a NASCAR beer kind of day. Yarn is life. It's from my girl Z. I have still not had an alcoholic beverage other than beer. Let me just look on the calendar. I'm pretty sure this is a record. January 22nd was the last time I had a dirty martini. NASCAR beer is working just fine though. So go grab your drink and let's talk about some fiber stuff. Hey guys, Chevyrell here. Chevyrell's Stuff. We're in the stuff room. If you are new, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Maybe you'll stay, maybe you won't. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. But for those who know, no. This is episode 60. 60. I never say what number episode I'm on. I've been doing this gig for like 3 years. Does anyone else feel like it's still 2020 or is it just me? We are now in this like weirdo storm thing. If you live in Texas, I'm thinking about you. I know you are not equipped to deal with the snow and weather and things down there like we are. We have lots of snow here in Indiana. Nobody's here to listen about the weather report. Because I have to tell ya, when the guys at work start talking about the weather, it's like eye roll inducing for me. And here I am. Is that like a certain age that starts happening? So what's the weather going to be today? Let's start out with a little bit of housekeeping from the last episode. I am so glad that you guys loved the cereal thing. Oh my gosh. Those comments were so much fun to read. I learned things. I remembered things that I'd forgotten about. I wrote some of them down. I forgot about digging to the bottom of the cereal box to get the toy out. If any of you are new and have not seen the previous episode, go watch that. It'll make more sense. I had some people say that they would open the box from the bottom to get to the prize because the prize was always on the bottom. And I was totally that kid that got bitched at by my parents for like digging down into the cereal with my dirty, grubby little human hands. My favorite was Lucky Charms, and I did not say that on the last episode. I am going to have Dan make a graph for us. Hopefully you're seeing it right now. The winner chicken dinner by a landslide was Lucky Charms. Now, I will have to tell you, and I've commented on a couple of these, I actually like Magic Stars better, which is the generic version of Lucky Charms. At least that's what the generic name of the cereal is in my neck of the woods, because it stays crunchy longer. Lucky Charms get soggy way faster than the generic brand, probably because the generic brand is like coated with more sugar or something, so the milk can't penetrate it. I don't know. Frosted Flakes was up there. Golden Crisp, Sugar Crisp, and Honey Smacks, I kind of put all together. I think that was 1, 2, and 3. Captain Crunch was mentioned a lot. Cinnamon Toast Crunch was mentioned a lot. Fruity Pebbles. As I noticed, the first few comments were all on the cereal, because I did tell you guys to comment that. I'm like, I'm going to do tallies while I'm replying to these comments. So it was a lot of fun. Thank you. There was a comment on Spoon Man or Spoony Man or something. He was a toy that was in shredded wheats back in the 50s. So they were, I kicked the camera. They were doing toys in cereal back in the 50s. The records, you can listen to the music on those records on YouTube. I'm just telling you. And I listened to the Count Chocula, Frankenberry, and Boo Berry. They had a record and I listened to it. That's enough about the cereal, but thank you, you guys. It was so much fun. I did have comments on my glass hangers. Some of you wanted to see these. They're just glass. I always joke whenever I get compliments on them that enjoy them while you can because I break things, which I've not actually broken a pair. I lose them. I've not ever broken a pair. However, now I'm gonna. I do want to tell you about this pillow. Hold on, let me get it. Lots of comments on Ditto smelling this pillow. He's not smelling it. He's chewing on these sequins. he gets his little teeth in there, he makes these little like noises. He was doing it before I even started the podcast today. He came in. Ditto. I haven't even started yet. I've shown this before. In case you're new here, it's not all people, just a lot of the people. It doesn't smell like anything. It was a pillowcase. I think I got it on Etsy. That is all the housekeeping. If anyone's still here, we do talk about fiber on this podcast. I promise we're going to right now. What I'm wearing, I've talked about this before. I split a fleece with a friend. We sent it off to be processed. Then I sent it off to be dyed. Then I spun it and then I knit it. It needs bigger buttons. The buttons come undone all the time. I love it, and it's super cold, and this is super warm. It's Rambouillet, and it's springy and squishy and awesome. This is the White Pepper sweater by someone I can't think of right now. It'll be linked below. Actually, let me look. I always feel bad when I don't know the answers. What did we do before technology? Alicia Plummer. I knew it was a biggie. It's the White Pepper by Alicia Plummer. Now we're going to get into the fiber stuff. I have one FO. It is my Chelsea in Paris hat. And you guys, it is so freaking cute. Look how stinking adorable this is. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. You can put it in the bag like that. I love it. It's so good. It's so good. This is where I was the last time y'all saw it. This is a free pattern by Christina Lundborg. And I have this much left, you guys. I think I can get another hat out of it. This is Winterberries yarn in the Blueberry colorway is her sock. That's what started the whole cereal talk last time. And then the mohair is Cosmos, the Cosmos colorway. And that's held double, and that's the look you get with it. And I absolutely love it. This is for my cousin Jana. I showed it to her. She loves it. I'm going to give it to her the next time I see her. I used the needles that was recommended, and I spoke on the last podcast that I didn't know about the brim. I would probably go up a needle size for the brim on the next one. It fits me, but I don't exactly have a small head. Jana, I don't think had, like, she's like all petite. So I think this is going to be great for her. This would be great for me. I would wear this hat as well. But if I made it again, I think I'd go up a needle size. Or maybe keep this needle size, but cast on just a couple more stitches. Anyway, it's great. I love it. It's my first mohair, so technically it would qualify for the new to you mail that is now over, and we'll talk about later. Okay? Do I want to say anything else about this? Yes, I do. So here's the ribbing, right? And then because this is a free pattern, I can tell you, my nail's snagging. That's super annoying. One by one. Then it has you knit like so many rows straight before you do the increase. And I think it looks kind of weird. Like you can totally see it. I feel like if I did it again, I would want to take the ribbing up that high and then go into it. So there isn't that like weird ribbing stockinette increase line. So cute. It's been so long since I've had a beret. So I think I'm going to make myself one too. It's my only FO. And I don't have very many whips, but I'll show you. I don't have any new whips. All of my whips are the same ones that you saw the last time. So this one is in my Naughty Knitting Sacks with my fornicating skeletons. And I am knitting the Lady Charming, which looks like that. I feel like you can see that way better than you could the last time because of all the snow in front of me. It's like so bright. This is by Veera Valimaki, and it's $6.22 US. I am using Briar Rose, and I don't think I said this on the last one. It is her Joyful base, and that is discontinued. That's the front. And then these are the cables that'll go down the sleeves. So I only did that much more from the last time y'all saw it. I'm going to be knitting on this for a long time. So if there's something that I didn't say that you want me to say, check the last episode. I went into more detail about that. That will have a lot more action on it the next time you see it, because check out my Gloam, you guys. This is, I don't have the pattern in front of me. I'll post a picture here. This is the Gloam by Caitlin Hunter. It's an $8 pattern. I'm knitting it in the Hedgehog Tweedy yarn, and this is going to be a shop sample for Simply Socks Yarn Company. Today is the 18th. I was given a 5-week deadline, so I was like knitting, because when I'm on a deadline, I take that shit serious. You guys, there's a robin laying in the driveway. Oh, it moved its head. It's alive. Like it could be dead. That's really weird. Diana said she saw a robin the other day and she stamped it, but she felt like they're confused because it's way too early for them to be here. And now I just saw one. Diana, what's wrong with the robins? Everything's messed up. There's ice storms in Texas. Robins are in the winter. What is happening? Should we be concerned? Anyway, back to my Gloam. We're going to think happy things. My deadline was the 24th, which happens to be my birthday. How weird is that? I'm like, well, I'm not going to forget the deadline, which is this coming Wednesday. So today is Thursday the 18th. You guys won't see this till next week. So it'll already be done and over with by the time y'all see it. So this will be the last time that you guys see this sweater. And I can't even try it on for you. I'll try and insert pictures. This is going to be weird because I'm knitting the band. See, and you can't really. Okay, here's what I noticed. There's a pattern in there that is getting lost in the black yarn. But I promise you that you can see it in the right light. Not well, but you, hello, it's from all the snow. Not well, but you can see it in certain light. I am doing the band, which is why it looks all weird. And it's supposed to be 2.5 inches. So I will probably finish this tonight. Yeah, something like that. Block it this weekend. I know some of you are waiting for this tweed yarn. You guys, it is awesome. I do. I love it. I love the yarn. I absolutely love it. It is filled with all sorts of, well, my hair all over it. It is filled with all sorts of fun bits and bobs and speckles. It knit super fast. It did bloom. You can spit splice, which is always a plus for me. It's light because it's a worsted spun yarn. Let me show you what I have left in this cake. It's a worsted spun yarn, so it's really light. And I just like it a whole bunch. And I will tell you, of all my knits, one of my all-time favorite knits is a sweater I can't remember the name of. Oh, what was it? I made it out of that Brooklyn tweed. Do you remember? I'll try and find it. It's a Jared Flood pattern. I know that. Ives? Is that right? I think it's the Ives. I love it. I absolutely love it. It is light and warm. I love the worsted spun yarns. I really do. So 2 thumbs up for the yarn. I'm not positive that, well, yes, I am positive. I would not choose that pattern with that yarn just because I feel like the pattern's getting lost in the yarn. Super cool pattern. Love the pattern. And it's easy because it's just knits and purls. The arrows and the design in the chart is just knits and purls. And because it's DK, it knits up super fast. So 2 thumbs up for the pattern, 2 thumbs up for the yarn. But I personally I would not choose to put them together now that I've done it. But I love the yarn and I love the pattern. I think that needs to be said. Like 2 thumbs up for both of those things. I want this sweater. It is a very wearable piece and I would get tons of use out of it, I'm sure. and it's pieced. And some people are not into piecing, but it was not bad at all because it's drop sleeve. So your seams on your sides are only like that long. And then your shoulder seams, is super easy. I used Patty Lyon's way of sewing together the shoulder seams. Can I show you that? Let me show you that. I mattress stitched the side seams. So you can't barely even see it, right? And it has a split hem. That right there is how long your side seam is. That's it. And a mattress seam is like you can't even tell it's there. You can on the inside. You get that little welt. But it's beautiful on the front. And then that Patty Lyon's way of doing the shoulder seam, there's a pucker there. Now I haven't blocked it. I feel like I'm going to lose all my stitches off the... Hey, get out of there. Shit show. There is the Patty Lyon's seam. And they kind of fit together marvelously. So I think that even though it's a little puckery now, I think it's going to lay flat once I block it. I think that that'll go great in the shop. I hope Allison likes it. Hey guys, I knew I said I was going to put a picture in, but I thought, why not show you with me wearing it? I really wish you could see the detail. Here it is. Next is my Mount Pleasant, also in my Naughty Knitting Sacks Eat a Bag of Dicks bag. This is what I was knitting on for those of you who were at the Instagram Live. You were asking me what I was knitting on. This is the Mount Pleasant top by Megan Nodecker, and it's a $7.50 pattern. This is my entry, or at least how I came up with the idea for the yarn coitus smell. My friend Lindsay actually came up with yarn coitus. I thought it was hilarious. Hashtag yarn coitus smell. I'll put it here. It is going until April 30th. And what yarn coitus is you take 2 skeins. There's another robin, and that's a different robin because that's skinny and the other one was fat. Why do I feel like an apocalypse is going to happen? Totally made me lose track of what I was talking about. Yarn coitus. You take 2 skeins by 2 different dyers and you fade them together. There is a Ravelry thread for chatter and a Ravelry thread for an FO. You have to have an FO by April 30th, and you have to have 2 skeins by 2 different dyers faded together. Literally the only rule. I don't care how big the project is. I don't care if it's a whip that you're just starting now, like maybe you're already fading together 2 things by 2 different dyers. As I don't care if it's solids, fade them. As long as they're faded. There is a link in the description below to a blog. Let me see. I just looked up how to fade yarn. That's literally all I did. And I picked the first link, and it is patchworktimes.com, the fade formula, and I just used it. That's what I used. Just fade stuff, man. Get 2 of your skeins who've never met before, have them make yarn coitus, and produce a wonderful baby something of yarny goodness. Mine is the Mount Pleasant top, and here she is. I mean, you guys, isn't it awesome? Okay, hold on. The last time y'all saw it, I was here. I think it was just a little guy. That's my little bat from Wee Ones. Isn't he so cute? And my little pug. So I started this new thing. It's really funny. Because I have so many progress keepers, somebody asked this once too. And this was one of the things that I've lost sight of as far as podcasting is I like it when people explain what stuff is. Just because I know what it is and just because some of you have been knitting forever and ever and you know what a progress keeper is, not everybody knows what a progress keeper is. So a progress keeper is something that you can take off of your knitting and put it on anywhere. And so the last time I knit which was last Saturday on my Instagram live, I put my little pug progress keeper on when I started, and I knit this much. So that way when you're knitting, like when it says to knit 18 inches, I mean, it feels like you're knitting and knitting and knitting and not getting anywhere because 18 inches is so long. If you put a progress keeper on, you can see how much you've knit in that session. So what I've done now, what I've started to do, because I have so many awesome progress keepers from all y'all mainly, I started putting them on every time I knit. So even though you didn't see it on the Gloam, before I pieced that together, I had all these progress keepers all over it. It was super fun to see. So that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. I'm just going to leave the progress keepers on there so that I can use them, right? Okay, I love this fade. This is Lindenwool yarns in the Hoggle colorway and Hedgehog fibers in the Ruin colorway. I said what a progress keeper is. You can take those off. There's also a stitch marker, which is my other wee ones. Those you can't take off. It's just a ring. And what stitch markers are used for is you can do the beginning of your row. You can mark your pattern repeats. So like this was, I forget how many. So I had a stitch marker for every like so many repeat. I think I had 2 repeats per stitch marker. So that way when you're knitting lace, which this will open way up when it's blocked and be pretty. Right now it's not. You don't knit like a whole row and then realize that you've been off. You would catch it way quick. So you do like one thing every 12 stitches, let's say. Well, if you came up to a stitch marker and you were off, you would know that it's within that last 12 stitches. Versus if you weren't paying attention and you knit all the way to the end and got to the end of the row and you were off, and then you have to back up, which I've done a million times. I still do that. But that's one of the things that stitch markers can help you with. And a lot of times designers will tell you to put stitch markers in for that purpose. I did goof up on the lace. Let me see if I can even show you. So do you see this purl row right here? That was supposed to be like down here, and you were supposed to do it 3 times. So it was supposed to be here, a purl row, here, a purl row, here, a purl row. Well, I just repeated it twice, did the purl row, then repeated it twice again. So really you were supposed to have 3 scallops or whatever these guys are. I really have 4, but just 1 purl row to break them up, if that makes any sense. So I altered it a little bit. And it wasn't because of the design, it was because I wasn't paying attention and I didn't care enough to back out. I'm just fine with it like that. Hopefully next time you see it, there will be way more work on that because, you know, the Gloam's going to be completed. And I'm really excited for both of those sweaters. And that's pretty much all my works in progress. Next, guess what? The New to You Mal has a grand prize winner drawn, Miss Carrie Ann. For those of you who don't know what that is trying something new in the new year. Carrie Ann wins the grand prize. She made Bernie mitts. She shrunk a sweater, which you'll hear more about later as well. She shrunk one of her sweaters, felted one of her sweaters, and, you know, it was like a total She made them into Bernie mitts. And because she decided to try something new and post a picture of it on Instagram, she is winning tons of good prizes. So I will be getting that. Carrie Ann, if you watch this, I will be getting your prize out later. I have it all ready to go. I just need to mail it. Then every host picked their favorite out of all the hashtags. So there was one grand prize winner that won a prize from all the hosts. And then each host is sending out a prize for their favorite. And there was my really shitty drum roll to tell you who my favorite is. My favorite is Shaylee. You guys, I had to look at all my notes. I had to make notes for all the reasons that she's my favorite. She's an overachiever. That's the short answer. She's an overachiever. New to you, try something new. Shaylee tried like tons of new things. Let me just tell you, we'll have a little parade here. She tried new yarn, which is from shrimp and crab shells, and it's called chitlin yarn. I have never even heard of this. Have any of you knit with it? What's it like? Is it like, for some reason, I feel like it would be like milk protein. Have you ever knit with milk protein, which is sort of like Tencel? Shaylee, I suppose you can tell me what it's like. She has a flatbed knitting machine. She made her first shawl, her first sweater, which is hand spun, a shrug, and a pair of socks on a flatbed knitting machine. I didn't even know you could do that. She figured it out. She also knit her first cardigan for a little that included her first time knitting color work and her first time steeking. I mean, I'm not even done, you guys. She knit her first pair of socks with her own hand-dyed yarn. Like, she'd knit socks before, but this is with her first pair of socks with her own hand-dyed yarn. She rebuilt or refurbished a sock machine, which included fixing, I think she called them fins. She used like JB Weld, which I had to Google. I had no idea what that was. It's some sort of like epoxy thing, and molded these like fin things. I don't know if it worked or not. She said she was trying it. She was going to do it. I mean, and now I want to know all about JB Weld because I feel like it could totally up my crafting game since I'd never even heard of it. And then for her last thing, she planned her first 8-shaft weave pattern, which means nothing to me, but looks very, very detailed and intricate. So, Shaylee, you are the winner of the Chevyrell's favorite new to you entries because, wow. Get a hold of me. Give me your address and I'll send you out some stuff in the mail. I have a prize, that box right there. See it? It's full of prizes. I'll send you something pretty. So thank you to everyone who entered in the new to you mail. I hope that you learned new and awesome things. Speaking of new and awesome things, I can't call this a whip because it's technically not a whip, but there's a reason that it is not a whip. I talked about this on the last podcast. My new to you mail entry, which, you know, you can't enter your own thing, but I wanted to do new to you, is a crocheted sweater. I decided to do the Mosaica by Nomad Stitches. And this is the Mosaica Goons, I think is how you say it. And I am using these colors as a reminder. Aren't they awesome? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I gauge swatched for these because, as I mentioned on my last podcast, I got furls. Where's my other one? Oh my gosh, I lost one. Here's one. I purchased 2 furls. This is a way long story that I'm not going to repeat. If you care to know how I ended up with these furls, you can watch, I think, 2 episodes ago, starting out, and then last episode. I love these hooks. These are like the Cadillac of hooks. They're not exactly economical. The wood is more economical than the metal. I started one that called for this hook size. I changed sweaters, which I talked about on the last podcast. I'm now doing the Mosaica. The thing with the Mosaica is I swatched with these hoping that they would work, but while I am a tight knitter, I think I'm a looser crocheter because I swatched for the Mosaica and they were too big. This one might work, but this definitely does not for the swatch. And it is very airy. I don't see how you can see through it. I'm not really in love with it anyway. So I was like, okay, I really want to use my new furls. Damn it. I was all excited to use them. So then I get an email that furls are having a sale on their Odyssey hooks. So guess what came in today's mail? I purchased 2. I got 2 sizes smaller. So I had an H and an I, right? No. I had a G plus and an H. So I got a G, which a G plus is a 4.5 millimeter. So I got a G 4 millimeter, and then I got an F, which is a 3.75 millimeter. I already took it out and played with it. There. It's like this super shimmery, fun, pearly looking white. And then I wanted to show you how they come. They come in these cool boxes. And then, if I can get the damn thing out of the box, they're made in California. I got a red one. So it came with this little thing on it, which I already took it off that one. So here's the red one, and it has that same like metallic-y. Isn't it cool? So I ordered these. I'm really excited about them. Someone in the comments said she loved her wood ones, but her metal ones were super heavy and her hand got fatigued. And I'm like, great, because I just ordered 2 of them. I did try them out today. I can see how these are like light as air and these are hefty. Time will tell. I crocheted a little swatch with them at work because I couldn't wait to try them out. They do have weight to them, I'll tell ya. I don't think they're going to be a problem, but we shall see. I am going to re-swatch on different sizes and see what type of fabric that produces. And next time that will be on the hook. At least that's the plan. Unless an apocalypse happens, since all these robins keep showing up. Next, I wanted to show you a fail. Remember this? That is the My Hat canvas by Carolyn Bloom, who I will say is the hostess with the mostest for the New to You Mal. You need to go check out her Instagram. It's amazing. So back to my hat canvas that I just wore a couple episodes ago. Damn it! I shrunk it, you guys. Son of a bitch! It was in the laundry. I didn't know it was in there. And now it's a child's hat. Do you think a little boy could wear that? I bet that would fit Cole's head. I had to show you my fail. It was a complete disaster. I have a couple happy mails. Some of them are for my birthday. And I was gonna save them until my birthday, which is Wednesday. Today's Thursday. But I thought, well, I might as well open them while I'm recording, right? So this is from Rosalie, and she does the Yarn It Out podcast. It says, hope this puts a smile on your face. Wishing you a happy birthday from your YouTube Yarny friend. Love your channel. Can also be used on beer bottles. Cheers, Rosalie. So this is came from Amazon. If you've ever wondered what your stuff looks like, if you have it gift wrapped. It says wine, and that looks like a condom. Is that what that's supposed to be? It totally is wine bottle condoms. Shut up. Oh my God. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Rosalie, thank you. These are going to be busted out at parties. That's what's going to happen here. Thank you, Rosalie. That is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Next. This is just to say thank you and that I'm appreciated and that I bring love and laughter. And that is seriously one of my favorite, like it's what makes my heart the most happy is that I make you guys laugh and I've probably said that a million times, but I love that, you know, I can shed some light in like a dark day, you know? So I hope I bring you guys laughs. This is from Sandy Octavius and the gang at Left is Right Crochet. So go check them out. Look at how fun that bubble wrap is. Since when is bubble wrap cool? Here's little, oh my gosh, look how fun that, oh, that is awesome. Shut up. This is Handmade with Love by Jessica Jordan, Kess Crafts Custom LLC. There's her info. Look how flippin' cute. this. Look at this. Get your drink on. Glittery awesomeness. And look, it's Cole's tractor. And it has my name on it. And it has a little yarn thing and little tassels. Oh, I love it. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Thank you. That is so stinking cool. I have never played with acrylics. That might be a good new to you thing for me because I've always wondered about them. They kind of scare me. Thank you so much, Sandy. That's awesome. Go check her out at Left Is Right Crochet. Next is this big, beautiful box. This is from Amanda. I knew this was coming. From Amanda at Wonderful Body Company. Wonderful Body Co. These are those book-inspired soaks and scrubs. I love them. I actually hoard them because you know I love my baths. Okay, so she donated some things for prizes for the New to You mail. This is from my smallest helper. And I have a couple cards. May kindness return to you in the same beautiful way that it is given. Thank you so much, Addie. Aww. Look at that artwork. I love it. Thank you, Addie. Oh, here's another one. Here's the card. This artwork, you guys. I must know how old this little is. I must know. Thank you. Holy crap, Amanda. This is so much. What are you doing, you crazy girl? Oh my, Amanda. I'm speechless. Look at this. You guys. And then what is this? This is soft and squishy. Aww. Ooh. Oh, it's a cowl. Look at those colors. I love it. Oh, heck yes. I will wear the shit out of this. These are my colors. And you can do this. Okay, so I say these are my colors. I love all colors. But blues and greens are my colors that I go toward almost always. I think it's a Pisces thing, which happy birthday, all you Pisces. When I say these are my colors, this is what I wear a lot of. I wear a lot of black and gray, and red just goes with it. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. And now I'm like caught. Let's open. I'm not going to open all these. I'm going to open this one because it's already kind of cracked open. This is Drinks on the Beach. And if you guys didn't see this the last time, I love taking baths. And this is you either bath soak or foot soak. And you get 2 baths out, I think, right? What size is this? Yeah, the 6-ounce size. You get 2 baths out of this. The inspiration is warm breezes, soft waves, cold drink in your hand. And the fragrance is blackberry, green apple, lily, fresh rain, dark cherry, green flowers, vanilla, oak moss, musk, and bourbon. Let's open another one. Oh, and of course I open one that I can't pronounce. Who can pronounce that? Sekhmet? Sekhmet? What does a K and an H beside each other mean? She who is powerful. Catnip? What does catnip smell like? Catnip, rose, bergamot, honey, and thyme. That smells good through the bag. So you guys should go check her out. I love this. I love this stuff. Now I want to take a bath. Thank you so much. Carrie Ann and Shaylee will also be partaking in this wonderfulness, as will the winner of the Yarn Coitus mail. Just saying. Last is my birthday gift from Billy. Now, I watch Billy, the Crafty Floridian. What? Okay, have a good run. Dan's gonna go run, everyone. Dan's gonna go run. Billy, the Crafty Floridian, the Robin's back. What the heck? Why? Seriously, I feel like the world's gonna implode or something. There's 4 feet of snow on the ground. Ugh, trouble. Billy, the Crafty Floridian, does a whole bunch of stuff. She has a podcast, she makes bags, she sews things, she crochets, she is like the jack of all trades, and her laugh is contagious. I freaking love her so much, and she sent me a birthday present. Well, I watch her show, and she showed my birthday present on the show, so I know what it is. But you guys don't know what it is. And I haven't opened it. And there's something else in there that I don't know that I'm getting. So I was going to save it for my birthday. A birthday can do wonders for a person. Wonder where my car is. Wonder where my sunglasses are. Wonder what birthday this is. Just hoping you have a wonderful birthday. Have a super day, my friend. Hugs, Billy. And Rosie, too. It's her kitty. Okay, this is what I know, but I've only seen it on the interwebs. I've not seen it in person. I'm so excited. I even know what it is, and I'm excited. She made me a Damn It doll. Isn't it cute? My blue eyes, my gray hair. And it's purple because, amethyst, February. Oh my God, Billy, I love it. I don't think that I can hurt it, though. I don't think I can hurt her. Look, she looks all disgruntled. I love anything that's ill-tempered. She needs a name. What's her name gonna be? We need to name the Damn It doll. She even has a little scarf on. I mean, look how stinking cute she is. I love her. This, I don't know. What? Oh, I can feel it, but I don't know what it looks like. So Billy makes these awesome coin purses. Actually, that's one right there. The pug, you can't tell. She does Billy bags, and I have one of those, and then she made me that purse. What the fuck? How fitting is that? Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. What to put in here? I can put all sorts of stuff in here. Thank you so much. You guys, as always, are awesome. Billy, I love you. Thank you. Wow. Now I want to go take a bath, but I have adulting to do, so I'm not going to do that. That's it. I guess I usually wrap up with like non-fibery stuff, even though I talk about non-fibery stuff kind of the whole way through. But the only thing fun outside of yarny stuff that's happening in our world is we are finally moving ahead on the kitchen. It's the last room in our house that I want to do, and life has been happening. My dental thing happened, and then the front of our house started leaking, and that, like, the whole front of the house needed to come off. This has been, 2 or 3 years at least in the making for this kitchen, and we're finally starting on it. So I'm super psyched about that. My birthday weekend is consisting of chilling out, as well as going to Lowe's to look at refrigerators and going to Copper River to look at cabinets. Woo! But I'm so excited about it. So you guys, I'm sure we'll be hearing more about the kitchen. There will be hella before and after pictures. It's going to be a gut job. I mean, new floor, new cabinets, new whole 9 yards. So you guys will hear more about that in the future. We are just now starting to order things, and I'm really excited about it. So I hope that your worlds are great. Like I said, if you guys are down in Texas, I am thinking about you. We are thinking about you up here. I hope that they get that figured out with the electricity and everything. It kind of sucks that 2020 is rolling into 2021, but we kind of all knew that was going to happen, right? So until then, enjoy your makes, enjoy the fiber community that you do have, enjoy your drinks, and if you're still here, you know the drill. Like, thumbs up, subscribe, all that happy horse shit. We'll catch you later.